Okay, so we have the car spun around, backed in. What a pain in the absolute butt it is to get it in this way. I gotta drive it on my front lawn, come back, and it's so stiff. So one tire spinning, it's burning up the grass, whatever. It's in. We're gonna check the grounds on the driver's side. Just keep picking along and clean these grounds up. Let's go. We're here on the driver's side. There's one of the ground points, as you can see. It's a little rusted in there. This side does leak as well. I wonder if that's why it's rusty. I'm not too sure what this is. I'll check a wiring diagram. I'm assuming it's a ground part because it's all black. And it doesn't look like that's factory electrical tape. So I'm wondering if maybe, like I said in my last theory, is somebody was in this car prior. But we'll clean this up. We'll keep picking at it and see if we can get that coat. Oh yeah, that's definitely damp there. Oh yeah. You can't see it, but I can definitely feel it's damp. Water probably comes right down here and drips into here. Like I said earlier, if you do have a C5 fixed roof coupe or ZL6, this weather stripping does tend to crack, which, believe it or not, this driver's side one has not. But the car still does leak. I'm going to jack it up too. I want to get the udders cleaned out and see if maybe that's another reason why water's coming in the car. This ground is pretty clean. It's not as bad as the other side was. Definitely has a little bit of fresh rust. I mean, usually when you have rust that's really old and dirty, it's like dark brown. That is definitely newer rust, so I'm wondering if that did get wet. Because like I said, this side leaks too. That lock washer is in halfway decent shape. It's pretty clean. The only thing is the only thing that's grounding it, try to get the focus, is the bolt going through. So where you can see the little dots where that lock washer hits, it's actually painted there. So I'm gonna clean that up around there, make it show it like it has a really good ground. So I have this ground pin apart. Oops, it does look pretty clean. It looks scraped up as if somebody has already done this, which I believe somebody did. The pins all look good. Looks like they're making contact. Each one has its little scrape mark where it's definitely making contact. Those look clean. I might just run a little pick on them real quick just to create a little bit of something. I'll hit that with some sandpaper real quick. Put that back together, and then we'll worry about this ground box here as well. I'm curious to see what this one looks like. We'll pop that open, and then that's all clean. The bottom of that's clean. That's new lock washers, and we'll put it back together. And that's about it for this side. I did pop this the other day, and the male-female adapter that's in there has like 5 or 6 pins, maybe 6, I think it was. That actually looked slightly corroded. I don't think that's going to be my problem, just because I'm always a pessimist, but we'll clean that out next. And then I have a new switch here for fixed roof coupes only, because I don't have memory seats like most of the C5s do. So I got one from Vet Villains. Hopefully that's in good shape. I got to figure out how to get this out. I assume I got to take the whole panel off to do this, but we'll swap that out. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. The grounds on the driver's side are all cleaned up. Same thing with the door panel. I pulled that out of the little accordion thing, cleaned it up. Actually used this contact cleaner. It's what I use for my guitars. It like breaks down corrosion and cleans and lubricates things. It's almost like a dielectric grease almost, but it's a spray. Did that, blew it out with some air. I'm gonna fire the car up, see where it's at, if any lights or anything come on. And then I'm going to figure out how to take this out. I assume I got to pull this whole door panel off to get that out. We'll address that in a second here. You know what? I'm actually going to hook the battery up to see if maybe cleaning the corrosion off the couple of pins on that actually makes that light work. I'm going to guess it's probably not, but before I pull the door panel off, we'll do that first. Just like I thought. Battery's hooked up, still doesn't work. Let's swap that out. Got the door panel off. If you're thinking, right where the door handle is, there's 2 Torx T30s in there that kind of hold the main portion of the door into place. I have everything taken apart. There's a round ring that goes around the door panel here. You want to pull that down first because that's going to come off. It kind of holds it in place around this part here. And then it has some plastic clips. You just use your plastic pry tools, get under there, pop it off. This one is broken, so I'm going to run to the parts store in a few minutes here and see if I can find those type of clips. But we're going to, this is the old one. It's out of the door. I'm going to hook up the new one and put the battery back on to see if it works light-wise. Look at that date. 8/11/97. Whew. All right, so the battery's on, and I'm already seeing a good sign. I'm seeing lights glowing there. It glows. Put the key on, and let's see if it works. Down, down, that side. Lock, unlock, I should say. Lock, unlock. Mirror light works. Moves a mirror. Right, moves a mirror. Up, down. And the lights work. Awesome. We're at a start. The only downfall is my dumb ass. When I was cleaning it, I dropped it. I didn't realize if that was broken prior, but my old one's broken in the exact same spot, so it must be pretty common. Probably where you push down on, I almost dropped it again, but we push down on those. It kind of doesn't have much to sit on, so it probably breaks it, but it works. Maybe I'll throw a little, we're just gonna leave it. I'm gonna put it in. These are the plastic style clips that hold the door panel in. I've never seen those at the parts store before. That one looks different. Maybe it was replaced, but I'm gonna go see if they have those in stock, because that one there snapped and the bottom of my door bounced around. If not, I'll do the old switcheroo. Maybe I'll put that one there or something like that. But the main part that holds this in anyways is right where my hand is, where that metal bracket is. That's what holds right behind the handle. So let's go to O'Reilly's real quick, see if they have those. If not, well, we'll put the car back together and see what happens. Well, you learn something new every day. For the longest time, I thought there was only two udders there. You can see one right there and right there. There's actually one back there. Found that on a picture today. Guess what? Look at all that crap that came out of that udder. That was backed up. I wonder if that's the reason why the car leaks by the clutch pedal. I guess time will tell. The passenger side one, you can see that little tube, like right, touch it with the end of this, right there, that thing. That's the udder tube that goes from this portion and drains all the way and dumps behind the fender. You gotta pull the battery out for that, which I'm gonna do real quick. Those get backed up, but I recently, the last time when I hooked the nitrous up to this car, I cleaned that udder out, and it was bone dry, but just to double check, maybe it popped off and some water was going back in. Not too sure, but we're gonna look into that right now. Cleaned out the passenger side one. Actually, didn't really clean much. Popped it out of the valance here where the water connects, and it went down into the inner fender well. That thing was as dry as a popcorn fart, so that wasn't an issue. So I think that my leak on this side is probably from this weather stripping that's cracked. So the water will go in there and enter inside the car and drip down. Okay, so the car is all back together. The ground's in the front portion of the car, pretty much from the driver's and passenger side forward, are all cleaned up. I cleaned out the udders. This one was the front one, I didn't know was there. Had some stuff in it, which is probably contributing to the leak by my clutch pedal. The passenger side one was clean, so I put it back in. Battery's hooked back up. Get the car back on the ground. We're gonna fire up to see if there's any stupid lights, idiot lights, because I'm an idiot. And then I guess once the weather clears, we're gonna have to go take it for a rip. AC off, AC on, see if something comes back on. The drain tube to the AC, I can see it. I can't tell if it's clogged. Although last time when I ran the car where the air conditioning was on, I could hear sizzling, which if you look at the drain tube for it, it's literally right above the passenger side header. So maybe that's working properly. Maybe that's clogged. I don't know. I have to do a little bit more research to see exactly where that drains in and out of. I read a couple of things about taking the dash off to get to the drain part and cleaning everything out like it was bad. I'm hoping that that's not what mine's like, because I mean, for the most part, this car is a garage clean for me, at least for the last 6.5, almost 7 years. I don't know who had it before me. I think I might have, but I don't know exactly for sure. So let's get the car back on the ground. Let's fire. Let's see if we have any idiot lights and go from there. No lights. The door open. Yet again, though, the service tire monitor has not come on, which that usually comes on like right away. does sound good though. No lights other than the brake light because the e-brake's up. Door jar. Still no service tire pressure monitor system. Volts are reading higher at idle than they ever have. I wonder if that's because they cleaned everything up. Oh well. I think it's time to probably take it out for a drive again. Drive it hard, take it on a little road trip, go not too far away, far enough to where I could limp it home. But run the AC, run it without the AC, all that kind of stuff, and see if maybe cleaning up the grounds was the problem. Hopefully not driving in the rain. It's pouring out rain today, so we're not going to be taking it out today. But she needs a quick wipe down, throw the cover on her, and then the next day off I have where it's nice out, I guess we'll take it for a rip. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any ideas of what you think I should do for content as far as Corvette stuff, 51 stuff, tool stuff, I'm open to it. I have a couple of ideas of some cool stuff I want to do. So, again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.